Hello, Denver Broncos fans. Let's get straight to the point. The news that Dre Greenlaw, the talented linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers, had signed a 3-year, $35 million contract with the Denver Broncos sparked a mix of reactions among fans and sports analysts. For many, the 49ers' decision not to re-sign Greenlaw seemed justifiable at first glance, considering his injury history and the need to manage the team's salary cap. However, as the details of his contract with the Broncos emerged, it became clear that the situation was more complex than it appeared. This text explores the reasons behind Greenlaw's departure, the specifics of his new contract, and the implications for both teams involved. Dre Greenlaw was a key piece of the 49ers' defense during his years with the team. Known for his intensity, game-reading ability, and precise tackles, he became one of the most respected defensive leaders on the squad. However, his NFL journey has not been without challenges. Injuries, including Achilles tendon issues and other ailments, limited his availability at crucial moments. These health concerns, combined with the 49ers' need to manage their budget efficiently, led to a tough decision. Letting Greenlaw walk rather than offering him a long-term deal, the 49ers have a history of prioritizing financial sustainability and flexibility in their contracts. With players like Nick Bosa and Fred Warner already commanding high salaries, the team needed to balance its resources to maintain a competitive defense without compromising its future. Greenlaw, despite his undeniable talent, represented a significant risk due to his injury history. For the 49ers, the cost-benefit of keeping him did not justify a long-term commitment. When Greenlaw's contract with the Broncos was announced, many assumed it was a 3-year, $35 million deal, which seemed like a substantial investment for a player with his track record. However, the details later revealed that the contract is actually a 1-year agreement with options for extension. Greenlaw will receive $11.5 million in the first year, but there are no financial guarantees beyond that. This means that after the 2024 season, the Broncos can choose to keep him or release him without additional costs. This type of contract structure is common in the NFL, especially for players coming off injuries or with a history of inconsistency. For the Broncos, the deal offers an opportunity to evaluate Greenlaw on the field without committing to a long-term financial obligation. If he stays healthy and performs at a high level, the team can exercise the options and keep him as a central part of their defense. If not, they can move on without significant financial repercussions. The 49ers' decision not to match the Broncos' offer can be viewed from different angles. On one hand, the team showed caution by avoiding a long-term deal with a player still recovering from injuries. On the other hand, the structure of Greenlaw's contract with the Broncos suggests that the 49ers could have made an effort to keep him, even if just for 1 year, especially considering his impact on the field when healthy. It's worth noting that the 49ers have invested in other positions, such as tight end and fullback, with contracts that have sparked controversy. For example, backup tight end Luke Farrell received a $7 million per season deal, while fullback Kyle Juszczyk earns $4 million annually. These amounts, when combined, could have been directed toward retaining Greenlaw, a player who, when fit, is one of the best linebackers in the league. Moreover, Greenlaw was more than just a talented player. He was a leader in the locker room. His presence and experience were valued by his teammates, and his ability to motivate and inspire was an intangible asset that the 49ers have now lost. While Farrell and Juszczyk are specialists in blocking and have their specific roles, Greenlaw offered a broader impact both on and off the field. For Dre Greenlaw, the move to the Broncos represents a new opportunity to prove his worth. In Denver, he will have the chance to reinvent himself and show that he is still one of the NFL's top linebackers. The contract structure, while not guaranteeing long-term financial security, gives him the motivation to perform at a high level and secure his future in the league. For the Broncos, signing Greenlaw is a low-risk move with high potential rewards. The team has been looking to bolster its defense, and Greenlaw, when healthy, could be a key piece in that process. If he can stay on the field and replicate the performance he showed with the 49ers, the Broncos will have made one of the best deals of the season. One aspect that stood out in Greenlaw's departure was the apparent lack of recognition from the 49ers. During his years with the team, he was rarely highlighted in the media or treated as a central figure. While players like Nick Bosa and Fred Warner received the spotlight, Greenlaw remained in the background despite his significant contributions. This lack of recognition may have influenced Greenlaw's decision to move on without much fanfare. He left the 49ers quietly, without ceremonies or emotional farewells, reflecting a relationship that may never have been fully appreciated by the team. For the 49ers, Greenlaw's departure represents a significant loss, but also an opportunity to rethink their approach to contracts. The team will need to find a suitable replacement, whether through the draft or free agency. Meanwhile, the defense will have to adjust to the absence of one of its leaders. For Greenlaw, the future is promising but uncertain. If he can stay healthy and perform at a high level, he could not only secure his place with the Broncos, but also establish himself as one of the league's best linebackers. However, if injuries persist, he may struggle to maintain his position in the NFL together. Dre Greenlaw's exit from the 49ers and his arrival in Denver is a classic example of the complexities of NFL business. While the 49ers chose to prioritize financial flexibility and avoid risk, the Broncos saw an opportunity to strengthen their defense with a high-potential player. The success or failure of this move will depend on Greenlaw's ability to stay healthy and perform at an elite level. Meanwhile, the 49ers will have to deal with the consequences of losing a player who, despite his injuries, was a cornerstone of their defense. In the end, Dre Greenlaw's story serves as a reminder that in the world of professional football, tough decisions are made every day, and the impact of those choices can reverberate for years. For fans, the hope is that Greenlaw finds success in Denver and that the 49ers can overcome his absence and continue to compete at a high level. Stay up to date with everything happening with the Denver Broncos. Follow the latest news in real time and be the first to know about all updates. Subscribe to the channel to get information straight to your screen and make sure no important detail goes unnoticed.